clay is actually bubbling up.
Right.
Now, if the clay is bubbling up from the methane gas, and if you have a volcano effect, when it actually erupts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they're trying to see if the clay has thinned, or if the bottom has shallowed, came up in an arc. That the methane gas has, with tremendous force, you know, of all this time being on the bottom, is finally, you know, lifting the clay up, making a bubble.
Well, tell everybody what we're talking about.
Long Point, the
very tip of Cape Cod.
Approximate area, football field length by a football field in width of methane gas trapped by clay.
A big pocket.
Big pocket. They don't know the depth.
It just,
they can't read
it keeps
the depth.
going. It just keeps going.
Because the methane bubbles trap and the bubbles themselves affect the ultrasound machine. So all they get is static. The bubbles create the static. So it goes on the floor and all of a sudden it drops down, and they can't tell how far it drops down. Because the methane pocket might be, you know, 50 yards wide, and then go so deep, and then go more wide.
Yeah,
what happens is the ultrasound up to that point, and then all of a sudden it's static. They can't get a reading.
That's weird.
So yeah.
Methane gas off of Cape Cod. I bet they know it too.
Oh, they do. They showed me a map of the previous ultrasound 5 years ago.
Oh,
and they had it marked already. And when we went over it on the boat, towing that ultrasound machine behind the boat, I think they were trying to figure out if it's grown or if that area has gotten shallower, creating a bubble effect, a dome on the bottom. And if that does actually create a bubble, like blowing a bubble with your mouth, and it finally bursts, what's going to happen?
What's going to happen indeed.
This is UMass.
Methane gas.
UMass scientists that hired the boat to go out, and I happen to run the boat for the owner because he was out of town.
He's been doing a lot of diving out there, Rocco has. He's a diver.
Yeah, and in that area, it is clay.
Ex-ranger.
There's it's like a bald. It's a bald spot. You have eelgrass, you have sand, lobsters running around, but you hit that spot, and there's nothing there. There's no grass, there's no growth, there's no nothing.
It's just
a bald spot of sand, tip of the point. Cape Cod.
I'm surprised I didn't see that flying over. I'll have to check out my videos.
Tides, you'll see the color of the water. It'll go from a dark color to a light shoal green.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
That's because there's no growth.
I'll have to check out one of my flights.
Yeah, look back on it.
It'd be good to have a visual, but when you get the pictures from that cat, that geologist, whatever.
Well, he's supposed to.
I'll show you fellas and fellates.
He's supposed to send me a descriptive picture after he goes to the lab and, you know, goes through the whole system. He's supposed to give you a nice photograph. When you, on the boat, you're looking at lines. Looking at lines, and you hit that spot with the methane gas, and it's nothing. It's like a void. You know, you got lines and the sedimentaries. It's all a subsurface MRI showing the layers of Cape Cod. But you hit that pocket, dude, and there's no readings. It's just off the charts. There's no reading. Can't see shit.
And we just had some quakes off that way over there. 4.5 that way, right just before it drops off the big shelf. Oh, what does the Lord have in store?
Well, I'm just interested to see. He told me that he would, you know, call me, contact me, send me an email, just show me the finished product. So once they bring the raw footage to the lab and they get rid of the distortions, they're going to show, you know, send me a photo of.
That's what I want to get that and put it right here. Man. And this is Rocco, everybody. I've met him before, but I don't know if I got him on the channel yet. I got lots of splicing to do.
Maybe my voice.
Yeah, well, that too, yeah.
But no, it'll be very interesting to see.
That's just wild. Big, gigantic pocket of methane gas right off the tip of Cape Cod, and it's no secret.
Right off Long Point.
Oh, it is. I mean, the people who live around here, we're the first to find out around here.
No one knows about it. Because
John Baldwin, Ricky McCara, Rocco. I'm not going to attempt your last name, brother. Sorry. Passion, is that right?
Choney.
Choney.
Choney, yeah.
Choney.
The thing is, it's a big enough pocket where it covers an area. The area of the pocket is, from what you know of Long Point, all the way back, probably 100, 200 yards, man. It's huge. It's the size of Long Point itself, that pocket. It's right off,
that's
right off
amazing.
the sand. Right off the sand, dude. It probably goes, and that's just the water pocket, where we saw in the water. It probably goes under Long Point.
Tomorrow when you dive out there, I wish you could take, I'll have to see if this camera right here can go in the water. It seems like it can. 16, well, it's way deeper than 16 foot out there, though.
But you see what I'm saying, though?
Well, maybe not.
The pocket is the ultrasound machine that we tow behind the boat, 6 feet, 12 feet behind the boat. We tow it, and that pocket goes all the way up to the shoreline. Now, do you think that's where it ends? No, it probably goes underneath Long Point.
Yeah, underneath it.
Yeah,
and who knows how far?
Well, that's what they're trying to find out.
Tip of Cape Cod could get blown off.
No more hook.
Yeah, no more hook, just a stub, Cape stub it's gonna be.
Cape stub, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about it, man, but those 2 days I was out there with the scientists, man, I learned a lot, and I had no idea. Yeah. I didn't know why there was no eelgrass, why there was no growth, why there was no lobsters, no crabs, no fish in that area. Either side of that area is full of eelgrass, full of crabs, full of lobsters. So, it all makes sense, I guess.
All right, y'all heard it. Methane gas,